My name is Nadia, and this is the Hashtag Trending, a new show in which we demystify what is happening on Twitter. Every episode, we pick a hashtag in which we explain what it means and what people are talking about. This week's episode is about hashtag Brexit. It's a word that's combined from two words, Britain and exit, and refers to the EU referendum that was happening in 2017 in the United Kingdom. Let's have a look online and see what tweeters are saying. The latest tweets on Britain's potential exit of the EU say, firstly, something about Britain's negotiation for reform. Ian Traynor says, Brexit sounds like Cameron's going to bore the pants off the rest of Europe for at least the next year. And it refers to the negotiations that Cameron is insisting on to change the UK's membership within the EU. Of course, nothing is going to be complete without a comment from Nigel Farage, who has already complained that the EU referendum is going to be a yes campaign. On the ballot sheets, it will say yes to Europe instead of no to Europe. But a major controversial point that has happened is who has the right to vote? Michiel van Houten actually says, excluding citizens from the EU27 from voting in a UK Brexit referendum is defensible, but not if Commonwealth nationals do get a vote. Other countries feel about Brexit very strongly. German companies feel that EU would hold significantly less power, and the Deutsche Bank actually thinks of moving away from the UK. This is the Twitter chatter online. Let's have a look how people feel offline. Raz and Eugene are in the field asking people how they feel about hashtag Brexit.
Thank you, Nadia. My name is Raz.
And I'm Eugene.
So hashtag Brexit. We're here to interview people what they think about it. Have you heard about hashtag Brexit?
No.
No.
No, I have not.
Yes. It's about the Britain going out of the EU.
How do you think it would affect the EU or Britain if they leave?
I think it would be a blow to the European Union, frankly. I think they're a huge economic power.
If that happens, I think it will affect more the UK than the EU. So the main losers would be for sure the UK.
If one country and one of the main countries of Europe leaves the EU, what sign does it give to the rest of the European Union?
And how do you think the people of the UK are going to vote in the referendum?
It depends when the referendum will be.
In the end, I don't think they will take a step forward towards leaving the EU.
I have known this since '58, and always they are balancing whether they should stay or whether they shouldn't stay.
I think that people will not vote for leaving the EU.
Well, it seems that most people didn't think Brexit is a good idea. That's it for today's Vox Pop. Now we go to Johanna, who's going to interview an expert on the matter.
Hi, my name is Johanna, and today we have Dr. Connor, who is a professor at KU11. He is also specialized in European studies and a British national. We have invited him today to talk about the hashtag Brexit. The first question we would like to propose here is, Britain's leaving the EU, is this possible?
It's certainly possible because there is a right of withdrawal for every member state in the EU. It's possible. I don't think myself it's very likely, but it is possible.
What consequences would Britain face?
My own view is that it would be harmful. It would be harmful to the EU, which has been steadily expanding for decades. But it would be harmful to the UK because it would no longer be a part of the single market. So I think the future for the UK, of the UK leaving the EU, would be very severe. I don't think the UK would survive. The EU would survive, but it would be weaker. But the UK, I think, wouldn't survive.
How do you feel about the British public will vote?
That's always difficult to say, because if they vote, I think, for self-interest, they'll vote to stay in the EU.
So thank you very much for today, for your time, Dr. Corner. Now we'll go back to Eugene and Raz to follow up on the hashtag banter.
Brexit is our main focus today, but that doesn't mean that we can't have fun and entertaining perspectives on the matter.
There are a lot of fun and entertaining accounts out there, one of which is @Queen_UK, which is a parody of the Queen of England Twitter account, and it speaks out about current matters.
The Queen of England and her Prime Minister seem to be well on top of the matter, making sure that they consider all of the important aspects of the situation in order to make an important decision, and they do this by betting it all on Eurovision. The Queen's tweet goes, a text from David Cameron, if this wins, we stay in Europe.
Hashtag Eurovision 2015. On the other hand, Nigel Farage didn't have too much faith in Britain's position on the competition. Lord Nigel Farage, after hashtag Brexit, we will instigate a Commonwealth Song Contest. We'll lose that too. Hashtag Eurovision.
This next tweet goes to show that David Cameron is 100% committed to hashtag Brexit. The Queen says, text from David Cameron, afternoon ma'am, quick update on how the European negotiations are going. Crap, we'll keep you updated. He certainly seems enthusiastic about these negotiations.
He does, doesn't he? And so does Angela Merkel. Angela Merkel kept her comments short, sweet, and well to the point. Angela Merkel, Brexit, f*** it. It's great to see what other European countries have to say on this matter, don't you think so, Eugene?
I think so.
This was the hashtag trending. Join us next episode to talk about hashtag Bitcoin. Is digital currency the way forward?